Hey, what's going on? Sir Blackson97 here, back with another pack break. Today we've got a nice little, instead of usual loose card mail, we've got a nice little stack of structure decks, courtesy of CardRush from TCGPlayer. Thanks, CardRush. They're kind enough to send in 3 copies of Powercode Link, one of my favorite structure decks to be released. Definitely a lot of fun as Powercode Talkers, one of my favorites out of the whole Code Talker lineup, and just continuing the casual deck profile using only structure deck train we've been going on. I figured this would be a fun little addition as it's one of my personal favorites. So figured without further ado, let's crack into them and see what cards they got. So like I said, this pack break's gonna be a bit different as we're focusing on just already pre-made structure decks. We're just combining and consolidating a lot of cards. So there's already kind of just a general list of what we're looking for and what we're getting out of it. So still pretty cool though. Powercode Talkers, definitely my favorite out of all the Code Talkers. There we go. Here he is in all of his glory. Just super cool looking card. Definitely like the pose he's got. Definitely just felt he probably should have appeared more in the Vrains animes. He's got a nice little negation effect and then kind of like a Utopia the Lightning effect where tribute a monster next to his Link whenever he battles and then you get to just double his original attack, which is pretty terrifying. Segmental Dragon. Always like the little Cyburst dragons. I think they all look really cool. This one's definitely no exception. Sea Archiver, little seahorse. Flame Buffalo, definitely one of my favorite draw power cards. Just really nice when you combo off with a lot of other cards. Just be able to draw more cards, get them back onto the field if you're using Sign It Backdoor, and then just link them away again to draw more. Lady Debug for the searches. Datacorn. Some of these are really clever names. Like I really like this one as well. Just a nice, ideal one-for-one target. Special summon them, get another token, then just link them away. Garbage Collector, Antillion, Storm Cipher. This one's also pretty cool. Kind of like one of those weird high attack level 4 monsters with a bunch of restrictions. Can't attack directly or attack monsters if they're in the extra monster zone, but it's also unaffected by monster effects activating the extra monster zone and can't be destroyed by battle. So it's like an anti-extra deck kind of, or extra monster zone card. Pretty cool. Cyburst Gadget, just a nice way to get more recovery and token generating. YuGiOh, always like the little look on his face, but nice field presence, easy level 4. Tetherwolf, kind of like Datacorn, it's really just a nice way to generate tokens and field presence for links. Reborn Tengu, definitely cycle through those to get more links. The Meister of Skulls, always cool, hand trap. Goblin Berg, I always like this one, just flying a little plane. It's another good field presence. Phantom Skyblaster, more tokens. Gen X Ally Birdman. Self-bouncing and some nice special summoning. Effect Veiler, definitely my favorite hand trap. Just really cool to use and also level 1 tuner, so occasionally you make some plays with it. Magical Merchant, kind of an interesting reprint here. Just excavating and sending stuff to the graveyard until you get those spell or traps. Cosmic Compass for those token generating. Launcher Commander for more cyber support. Cynet Storm, really interesting card. So this one's pretty cool. All linked monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. Link summon of linked monsters can't be negated, which is pretty cool. And then once per chain, if you take 2,000 or more battle or effect damage, shuffle face down cards in your extra deck. And then excavate the top card. If it's a Cyburst linked monster, special summon it. Otherwise, return it. So if you're running a Cyburst heavy deck, this is just a pretty nice way to just almost like a Waking the Dragon, just dispense a card. Night Beam, Offerings to the Doom. There's a lot of like interesting reprints in here, like Offering to the Doom, Forbidden Chalice, Scapegoat, one of my favorite token generators. Just a nice way to go into, there's a lot of combos you can do, go easily into Powercode with that. Swords of Revealing Light, Reasoning, Fires of Doomsday, similar to Scapegoat, just nice token generator, 1-for-1. Terraforming, like I said, there's a lot of really good reprints in here. This deck is just packed with really good cards. Packet Link for that recovery. Wild Tornado for more spell and trap stuff. Trap Tricks, Trap Hole Nightmare. This one's always fun to pull off against the opponents. Blazing Mirror Force. I'm personally a fan of Drowning Mirror Force, but I like all the just artwork on them. Just super cool looking. Trap Stun. Safe Zone, this one's a fun one. Used to use this quite a bit back in the day. Call of the Haunted, just to get more field presence for those links. Reckless Greed, definitely one of my favorite traps. Definitely just the facial expression on him. I think that's how I would feel after drawing 2 cards. Debunk, nice counter, and then Also Traffic and Land Fornicus, just like Master Rule 4 Remnants. Just generic enough cards to help with, obviously, your extra deck something. Now that Master Rule 5 is a thing, they kind of don't see as much play at all, but just a nice way if you just want generic links to work with. But definitely a huge fan of this deck. Definitely happy to build into the budget deck profile, so stay tuned for that. But that'll do it for today's pack break. Huge thank you again to CardRush for sending all 3 of these in. Can't wait to finally build into this deck, as Powercode, like I said, is one of my favorites, and this is definitely one of my favorite decks just for like old school reprint cards and just kind of some of the newer cyber support they added. So very excited to break into that. You can probably expect to see that deck profile around Tuesday at the usual 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will see you all then. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.